My name is Hannah Nimrichter. I'm a wife and a mother, and I have MS. How would I describe MS? It's a neurological disorder or disease that affects the central nervous system, which there's nerves in your whole body, so it can affect numerous different things. But essentially, your own immune system is attacking itself. I was diagnosed with MS on September 9th, 2009. And leading up until that point, I had several different things such as numbness in parts of my body, muscle spasm, fatigue, nothing that ever made me think or my doctors think that I had MS until I started losing vision in my eye. I went and saw an ophthalmologist and they saw some nerve damage and they wanted to get an MRI just in case. Well, that just in case came in just in time because I almost permanently lost my vision. But they saw with the MRI that I had multiple lesions on my brain and in my spine, and hence the term multiple sclerosis. It's multiple scar masses. Since my diagnosis, I've had multiple different relapses or different things that have happened in my body because again, the central nervous system runs in your entire body. I've had muscle spasms, I've had what's called an MS hug, which is not the fun type of hug that you're thinking of, but it really just feels like you have a corset around your entire body squeezing tighter and tighter. I've had no more loss of vision, thankfully, but I've had, as I mentioned, muscle spasm, weakness, chronic fatigue. That never goes away. That's a constant in my life. That's what I have to manage every single day. But that's my typical MS that I'm living with. My journey with medications has had its ups and downs. I'm now on my third series of treatment. The first series left me in a state that I had flu-like symptoms every day, which was no fun. So my doctor switched it up, and that was an injection initially 3 times a week. Then we switched it up to a daily injection, which was a little scary and daunting, but it was much better. After a few years of the medication, of the daily injections, I actually started getting to be immune to the medication, which can be popular with the different treatments. Your body gets used to it. So then we transitioned again, but this time it was in a pill form, which was very nice, not having to give myself a shot every single day, but also it seems to have better effects since then. I've now been on that treatment for about 3.5 years now, and I haven't had any serious relapses. My life has changed since being diagnosed with MS, mainly with knowing my limits. I used to be a lot more energetic, a lot more outgoing, wanting to go and have fun, but now I have to be mindful of my surroundings. Am I going to be on my feet for a long period of time? Am I going to be using a lot of my energy? Am I going to need something to cool down because MS and the heat do not mix well, which is fun living in Arizona, but I love the desert, as you can see around. But those are the main things, is worrying about where I'm going to be, how long I'm going to be there, and how it's going to affect my energy levels. A rough day with MS could be, just think of a battery. Almost everybody has a cell phone, and you typically start your day with a full charged battery. Not with MS. You're starting with, I would say, less than 15% battery, and you have to constantly recharge throughout the day. I work full time and I'm a mother, so I don't always have the luxury of getting all of the rest that I need. So a rough day means that if I'm going to my daughter's soccer tournaments all day, then the next day I'm probably going to be laying in bed all day. So I have to manage that with, I was embarrassed at first, but I have to use a cane every once in a while. I also had to get myself a handicap placard so I can park closer and not have to do those long walks, even just to and from the car. That's how I have to manage my worst days. Now, what I want people to know about MS is that I'm not lazy. I think that's one of the hardest things that I had to tell myself every day is I'm not being lazy just because I'm tired, that I can only do so much and I have my limitations. If you invite me out for a drink or just to go see a movie, if I say no, please don't get offended. I'm only trying to protect myself, and I spent many years taking care of everybody else, and I'm now learning to put myself first. So that's what I want people to know most about what MS and how it affects me.